One last thing, Mr. Harvey, I have tip-exed the pole top 2 or a match top 3, whichever you're using, to this part on the float. See that little white line there? But it's going to sit 5mm away from there, so if I do snap off, I can come back to that point and it'll always be dead depth on the bottom. It's pace, so it's dead depth, not over depth. If you've got wind, that's why I've got shot on there. Some people I know, they don't put any shot on it whatsoever, they use the pace to set the float. But I found that if it's windy, it will pull the float out the paste. So you put a shot on it, it prevents it quite a lot. But obviously don't dot it down too much, because if the paste comes off, you're never ever going to know if you've got a bite or the paste is still on there. It is the size of my index finger, I've just checked. That's many pellets I'm going to start off with. I have loose fed, but hand just thrown some in before I set up, so 10 minutes later, put another bit out. That peg out there as a marker, that one out there as a marker, and that tree stump out in the middle of the lake, and that's a marker. I've never fished this swim, so I don't really know what's going to happen, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, so you can see the height of the paste, Mr. Harvey. It's just smaller than my index finger, so I think it is. Every time I hook a fish, I'll grab some pellets, that many, I'll throw them in the area, like that. I've already wet and done a little bit so sink straight so these ducks don't grab hold of them because they're a fucking nuisance. And then I'll put 6 or 8 more pellets in the pot with my paste. Probably about 8 really, 8 or 10. With micros, probably a few more. In hindsight, if you put micros in there, you can add a lot more micros and it'll be falling through the water, so the visual thing might stimulate more fish to come to you. Try it, see if it works. Make sure there's enough gap between the end of the pole tip and your pot. It should be really further down for paste, and the line can hang like that and it won't tangle. If it tangles, it's a fucking nightmare to sort it all out. I'm sure you know this, but just in case.